Hey, did you know you can treat seasonal dog allergies without expensive and addictive drugs? Your dog's immune system is their internal weapon needed to fight off dangerous infections and pretty much keep them alive. So what happens when this weapon actually malfunctions and starts to attack itself? Good question. So, spring is just around the corner and I already have suffered my first hay fever attack. Nothing too dramatic, just the usual runny, itchy, puffy eyes, itchy throat and a red rash on my neck. Thank goodness for those tiny little pink antihistamine tablets. I personally hate taking them as I know how they work and I also know it wears off the next day. I will feel lousy and really tired. Grass allergies, pollen and dust mite allergies are the result of my self-defense weapon firing the wrong ammunition, causing all sorts of problems for me yesterday. Chronic itchy skin, rashes and runny itchy eyes. It's what we call hay fever, but it's also experienced by so many dogs during springtime. So what actually causes these really annoying and sometimes really uncomfortable symptoms? Our self-defense weapon, our immune system. Before we go into this, what actually is an allergen and why spring can be so problematic for not only us but our dogs as well? By definition, an allergy is an abnormal response to your dog's immune system. It happens when his body reacts to a usually harmless substance in the environment. It's called an allergen. The immune system identifies certain everyday substances as dangerous. Allergens can be inhaled, eaten or even absorbed through your dog's skin. As your dog's body tries to get rid of the allergen, allergic reactions like skin, digestive and respiratory issues can surface. Signs of these reactions include paw licking, chewing, itchy inflamed ears, watery eyes, bumpy red skin like my neck, and lots of scratching. Their internal weapon, that is their immune system, starts to fire its ammunition through their bloodstream and attack the location of the danger of the allergen. In this case, let's just say it's grass because that's really common. To continue the self-defense weapon theme, what is this ammunition? It's a chemical substance made in the body called histamine. We all make it, we need it to survive. But when it becomes unbalanced or the body sees something simple that won't kill you, like for example grass, becoming enemy number one on the hit list, more and more is produced and sent to the site of the combat zone, usually paws. I should probably apologise for fighting an allergies now, as our sons are currently playing Call of Duty. It's a combat game that's obviously rubbed off on me somewhere along the line. So histamine, it's one of the biggest players in the allergic response, causing much of the inflammation, redness and irritation your dog experiences. I'm getting itchy thinking about this. Then being exposed to the same allergen again and again will cause the same antibody response and allergic reaction. And so the loop begins. Perceived danger, the grass, cue even more histamine production, which actually inflames the area more and more and makes it even itchier. Inflammation is closely tied to free radicals, that is, unstable molecules that cause cell damage, which leads to an inflamed state in the body, and through that, a variety of different health problems, including allergies. Now, we know how allergic reactions happen. It becomes clear that the path to healing lies in finding a way to lower the inflammation in our dogs' bodies and mine. So, how do we quieten histamine production and reduce inflammation? Well, the answer is quite simple. Antihistamines, of course. It's all in the name. Now, I need to let you know before you think that giving your dog a human antihistamine tablet like Benadryl, for example, will solve his problems. Please do not give it to him. Lots of these types of medications contain all sorts of other compounds that do things like dry up runny noses, for example. Some of them are harmful to dogs, so don't think that what helps you will help them. Always speak to your vet before giving your dogs any medications other than those they've been prescribed. Your vet possibly will prescribe to you one of the most widely used drugs to combat seasonal allergy symptoms. They're called Cytopoint or Apoquel. That's the trading names. How do these drugs work? Cytopoint, which is the commercial name, so the short version of this one is, your dog's immune system normally produces antibodies to target bacteria, viruses and other causes of disease. The antibodies in Cytopoint are designed to target and neutralise one of the main proteins in your dog's body that causes this itch. Cytopoint works like your dog's own immune system. It's specifically designed to target and neutralise one of the main proteins that send itch signals to your dog's brain that triggers scratching, licking and chewing, the histamine production. Cytopoint is not like traditional pharmaceutical treatments for allergic dog itches. It's a biological medication. It's actually a protein, not a chemical, that works on your dog's own immune system to block the main protein that sends the trigger allergic itch. Simply put, it suppresses your dog's entire immune system. Apoquel, that's the commercial name. The short version of this one is. It's an allergy medication used for dogs. It's effective towards flea allergies, food allergies, and contact allergies. In fact, it was the very first medication to be specifically designed to combat allergic itching and inflammation in dogs. Apoquel works by inhibiting chemicals in your dog's body called cytokines. Basically, when dogs are allergic to something and they're suffering from seasonal allergies, cytokine chemicals in the body create inflammation and itching around the area of concern. Apoquel can help curb your dog's need to itch, thus allowing the area to stop scratching, obviously, and heal properly. Without a drug to control itching and scratching, your dog will constantly irritate the area, ultimately worsening their allergies and symptoms. Again, simply put, it suppresses your dog's entire immune system. Sounds good, quick and easy, all right? But at what cost? Now, you're not supposed to use Apoquel for longer periods of time than 14 days. In fact, Apoquel is not FDA, that's the Food and Drug Compliance Association, approved, so it's not approved by the FDA, to use twice daily for any longer period than 14 days. Their quote is exactly this: long-term studies of giving Apoquel and Cytopoint have not been done, so we really do not know what these effects are. This is the statement from the FDA. And the cost of both of these common drugs is very expensive. At the time of filming this, their cost is around $277, $280 per 116 milligram tablets of Apoquel, and around the same for the lower doses. It doesn't actually decrease in price, interesting. So that's 50 days worth of tablets. Let's go back to the FDA ruling about the period of time you can dose your dogs for. That's 14 days maximum. So I'm questioning, why are these drugs supplied in lots of up to 50 tablets? Cytopoint injections cost around the $200 mark here in Australia, plus the cost of vet consultation fees. The effectiveness of each Cytopoint injection is between 2 and 4 weeks maximum. It's expensive and possibly damaging to their health long term. Again, no studies have been done. I have to point out the very itchy elephant in the room here. If my dog's immune system is suppressed, as in turned off, what does this mean when it comes to viral infections, contagious diseases like parvo, or worse still, can cancer cells take hold while my dog's immune system is switched off, not paying attention? Immune-compromised, this is a medical condition in humans, immune-compromised humans, medical condition, are biological beings just like immune-suppressed or medicated canines. The parallels are clear and I can hear my dogs barking. Cytopoint injections cost around the $200 mark, plus the cost of the vet consultation fees here in Australia. The effectiveness of each Cytopoint injection lasts between 2 to 4 weeks only. Expensive and possibly damaging to their long-term health. I have to point out the incredibly itchy elephant in the room here. If my dog's immune system is suppressed, that is, being turned off, what does this mean when it comes to viral infections, contagious diseases like, for example, parvo, or worse still, cancer cells? Can they take hold while my dog's immune system is switched off? Immune-compromised humans, this is a medical condition, are biological beings just like immune-suppressed or medicated canines. The parallels are pretty clear to me here. The only difference here, as we as humans do not take pharmaceutical drugs to turn off our immune systems. Rather, those who suffer this medical condition do everything in their power to turn their system on. So what does immunocompromised mean, as in human in this context? Think of your immune system as a strong army. Its mission to protect you from enemies, both foreign, that's viruses and bacteria, and domestic, unfortunately diseases like cancer. But when you're immunocompromised, your immune system's defences are low, affecting its ability to fight off infections and diseases. Surely there's a better way. But wait, did you know there's actually a natural allergy solution that you may not have even heard of, and it's contained in many fruits and vegetables? It's a powerful flavonoid called quercetin, and it has antihistamine effects. It can turn down the overproduction of histamine. Quercetin, a natural remedy hidden right under our noses, literally. Flavonoids are plant-based compounds with strong antioxidant properties. Quercetin is also effective in helping allergies, as it's so good it's known as nature's Benadryl. But it doesn't have the risks and side effects that come with those little pink pills that the pharmaceutical brand Benadryl does. Let's take a closer look at quercetin for dogs and how it works. Why does it work? Well, it's a flavonoid with antioxidant properties, antihistamine and anti-inflammatory properties. Research has shown that quercetin can turn off histamine production and control inflammation. So, whole foods versus pharmaceutical compounds is the next question. Quercetin supplements come in the form of capsules and pills with multiple ingredients added to assist their bioavailability. These are manufactured in a laboratory. Personally, I prefer to eat as nature intended, particularly when it comes to vitamin mineral supplements. Why would I want to spend a small fortune on these capsules and pills when I can simply eat whole, real foods containing flavonoids, in this case, quercetin? So, what foods are rich in quercetin and what will quieten my dog's histamine production? All things green. So, vegetables like broccoli and kale are rich in vitamins and minerals, such as folate and vitamin K. Dark green cruciferous vegetables are a source of phytonutrients and our friend quercetin. Spirulina is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on earth, and it boasts an impressive 60% protein and contains valuable multivitamins, essential amino acids, and essential fatty acids and minerals, including our iron, calcium, and magnesium. Moringa, a little-known plant, has been proven to be beneficial for disease prevention and long-term health issues such as cancer, obesity, digestive problems, and diabetes. It has 7 times more vitamin C than oranges, 15 times more potassium than bananas, and really high in calcium as well. So spinach, kale, barley and wheatgrasses are also packed full of iron, vitamin C and insoluble fibre. One of the reasons why green plants like wheatgrass and barleygrass are incredibly nutrient dense and provide a whole spectrum of vitamins and minerals and antioxidants as well as chlorophyll. So instead of choosing powerful, addictive, expensive and possibly damaging to long-term health injections or tablets this spring, try the natural whole food alternative found literally in food. It won't cure the problem, but it will give your dog the natural ammunition to fight quieten their immune system and need to relieve the symptoms and let everyone else sleep easier during these spring months. So now that you know where this wonderful substance is hidden in nature, but you're time poor, do you want the answer? What are the only ingredients included in our Supergreens meal supplements, I hear you ask? Well, broccoli, kale, spirulina, moringa, spinach, barleygrass and wheatgrass, topped off with coconut, which is incredibly good for skin and coat health. If you want more information, please feel free to visit our website from the link below. While you're at it, please hit the like and subscribe and share our videos to all of your dog-loving friends out there. Thanks.